Happy July 26, 2019 in the United States of America. Sweet America. Yeah, I know I can't sing. uh, Hope y'all doing great out there. Hope y'all doing superb. I just want to respond today to y'all about the issue in Puerto Rico. In case y'all have been wondering why I have not, just as of yet, it was definitely coming. I definitely wanted to get to it ASAP. And that is to say that the uprooting of Governor Ricardo of the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, which is a United States colony. And a lot of people are assuming that it will become the 51st state of the United States at some point here in the near future. We'll see when that happens. We will respond to it, obviously. But we have Governor Ricardo basically getting himself into, I'm saying Governor Ricardo, particularly Puerto Ricans, because I don't want to butcher his last name. Like, I do not want to mess up Governor Ricardo's last name, because the last thing I need is Puerto Ricans jumping on gorgeous about butchering a Puerto Rican name. Like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Y'all not doing me like that. So I'm gonna say Governor Ricardo. Actually, former Governor Ricardo, because we already have his successor, the Treasury Secretary, I suppose, or she was some secretary, and that is Wanda, replacing Governor Ricardo. But Governor Ricardo got himself in a jam, and it's crazy because, out of all the things that are going on in the United States of America, who's to say that Governor Ricardo couldn't have been president of the United States one day? Who's to say? You just never know. But we do know that Governor Ricardo got himself caught up in the jam. How? That's what you want to know? Really? Do you want to know how? What kind of jam? Social media. Governor Ricardo gets caught up on social media. What else is new? This is the life in the 21st century. The world over. Social media runs everything, and everything is all about social media. It's crazy. So Governor Ricardo does get himself caught up in social media, saying some very derogatory and no one else needs to be hearing type of stuff to apparently some members of his staff and his administration and what have you. All of them happening to be guys, but just some very inflammatory stuff that he's messaging over social media on some type of course, social media platform. I believe this one in particular was the Telegram, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, just in the message chat, saying some crazy stuff, talking about a New York, Puerto Rican Congress woman, or talking about, and I'm not talking about the one y'all think I'm talking about. I ain't talking about her. I think he was talking about another one, but he basically called her a whore. Talking about gays, cracking jokes about gays, making fun of people that suffered in Hurricane Maria. Just said a lot of inflammatory and, derogatory stuff that's not need to be heard by anybody. If you're gonna, go there. I mean, let's be honest, y'all. Moment of honesty. Alright, don't we all say some stuff sometimes that we know if someone else heard it, that it's going to be blown totally out of proportion? I mean, we all say some stuff sometimes that, if someone else heard it, we already know that it's going to be blown way out of proportion. Like, way out of proportion. We know that. We all say stuff like that. So, the stuff that he said, I mean, was it derogatory? Yes. Was it inflammatory? Yes. Was it disrespectful? Yes. Should it have been heard by anyone else? Outside of maybe one person who he was talking to or whatever. Not, I guess he was talking to like 9 of them. That he's messaging over social media. Should it be, said like that? Absolutely not. Why? Because it's going to get out and it's going to get your ass fired. And in this case right here, Governor Ricardo got uprooted by, a civil unrest. The people, the Puerto Ricans, took to the streets. And they protested and to give them their credit. I mean, hey, because if you're going to say something like that and it gets out, and the people hear it, they should respond to it. Quite honestly. Even though we all say stuff that's politically incorrect, all of us do. But a lot of times it's just talk. We're just talking. We're talking to our friend or, we're talking to someone. It's just a bunch of talk. Or there may be closer to our inner thoughts. Yeah, perhaps. But that doesn't necessarily make us evil people or even bad people. It makes us human. Everybody has a favorite. Everybody has someone who they don't like for whatever reason. Yeah, that's human. That's all too human. So Governor Ricardo, he gets tossed to the fire by the Puerto Rican, citizenry, basically taken to the streets and protesting hard. And apparently, Wednesday, Governor Ricardo decided to resign from the Puerto Rican governorship, and he will be succeeded by apparently Secretary Wanda, who apparently that the Puerto Ricans don't like either, because they view her as being corrupt. Not only Governor Ricardo had, this stuff on his resume in terms, or this stuff, on his record in terms of him going to social media and saying all these, nasty and, vile, inflammatory, derogatory, disrespectful, uncaring. When you talk about the hurricane members from Maria, the hurricane victims from Maria, really? You had to go there? Like, really? Yeah, I guess really. Because he went there, but, and so, he gets it. He gets the axe. The Puerto Ricans axe him. And like I said, apparently they don't really like Wanda either. But, apparently she's going to be his successor for the time being. But I was saying that Governor Ricardo also had some shady dealings in terms of corruption. So the Puerto Ricans knew about that as well. And that is, another reason why they decided, that it was time for him to get up out of there. This is something that, we haven't really seen in terms of, the West, really, where we have a citizenry, a group of civilians basically unseating their presiding governor and telling him to, go kick rocks, go kick rocks in the Gulf and get about that governorship, and him basically obliging, as was his resignation forthwith. So, big ups and much applaud to the Puerto Ricans out there. You know what I'm saying? Much love. He was filed, and y'all got him up out of there. But yeah, that's pretty rare. Coming from the West, you see that in the Middle East at times when there's a rebellion going on from one of these two-bit dictators over there. But never in the West, not that I can recall. It's like the first time that I recall in recent history. But so yeah, it's just a lot of shady business. And y'all, once again, this is why I'm doing this video, because this is why I don't talk about U.S. politicians in our government. I mean, really, the state government, the federal government. Listen, I don't give these people names, because what's your name? Okay, that's the name of that politician, if you voted for that politician. And what's your name? And what's your name? And yours. I mean, that right there is the name of that damn politician, if you voted in that election. I don't care if you voted for him, or I don't care if you didn't vote for him. If you voted in that election, your name is that politician. You know why? Because that's your seat. Whatever seat that politician is holding is your seat as an American voter. That's the only way that politician gets in that seat. The only way is your vote. If you don't vote, he can't get in there. It's just that simple. So you may as well be in there. So that's why I don't talk about these politicians, y'all, by name in the United States government, unless they are private citizens and they're no longer serving. Their service is over. Then I will speak on them, because they're not serving the United States or that particular state. They're not serving the people. They're serving themselves again. They're private citizens, just like you and I and we. So that's our seat. And this is a prime example, because these people, they get in there and they get full of themselves. They try to make money, and buku money. They want to do book deals. They want to get on magazine covers. They want to play in movies. They want to stop in every show, every Tonight Show, or what have you. Like, nah. You know what I'm saying? We're not having that here. I don't give these politicians names. They always remain nameless on Gorgeous Response, because they are there to do the Lord's will, which is the will of the people that put them in that office in Washington, D.C., or whatever state you're in. If you voted, whatever your capital is, you put them in that office to do the Lord's will, which is serve you, the voter. That's it. That's the only reason why they're there.